exchange meeting. Just forgive us for anything that happened until now. And now it's time for Poland. So Michalina, you can start, please.
Hi.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining our first virtual exchange meeting. My name is Michalina. Today, Polish and Sri Lankan students will introduce the countries. The chat box will be disabled during the session. After each presentation, you will have chance to ask questions about the countries. Remember to raise your hand. Our today's session is being recorded, and it will appear on our website and YouTube channel. Now, it's time for the Polish students to introduce their country. Good luck.
Hello, we're gonna present Poland and we're gonna present you funny and interesting things about Poland. In our team are Franek, Kamil, Michalina, Michał, Nela, Paulina, Piotr, Roxana, Weronika. Enjoy.
Poland is located in Eastern Europe and its capital city in Warsaw. Poland's neighbors are Germany, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. Poland has access to the Baltic Sea. Our coast is really beautiful. We also have two mountain ranges, Sudetes and Carpathians.
The color of the flag, consisting of two horizontal stripes, white and red, reflect the color of the national emblem, which is a white eagle on a red field. According to the rules of heraldry, the alphabet represents the white eagle, and the lower the red field represents coat of arms. Our official language is Polish. It's one of the most difficult languages to learn in the world. Some of our Polish sounds are difficult for languages learned. For example, łódź, szczęście, szczyna, źdźbło. Lucky a lot of people know and can speak English, so you don't have to worry about learning Polish.
One of the most important day in Poland is Independence Day. Poland lost its independence in 1975. For 123 years, our country disappeared from the maps. Three countries wanted to own our territory: the Kingdom of Prussia, Austria, and Russia. After the 123 years, on 11th of November, Poland regained independence. This day is celebrated every year, and it's a bank holiday. Nobody goes to work.
I'm gonna say something about Easter in Poland. We celebrate Easter on Sunday, but on Holy Saturday we go to church with Easter basket full of food, like bread, sausage, small cake, and the most important, eggs. In the church, we bless our baskets, go home, and wait until the next day to finally eat breakfast with food from this basket. At Easter, Polish people eat some traditional dishes: white borscht, rice soup, and salad with eggs, peas, corn, etc. This holiday is also associated with game egg hunt. In this game, some people must hide the eggs and others must find this.
Christmas Day, a feast that commemorates the birth of Jesus Christ. It is a permanent religious celebration that falls on December 25. Christmas is preceded by a period of 3 weeks of waiting called Advent, and underneath photos of herring, mushroom soup, and dumpling with cabbage and mushrooms.
In Poland, we have a lot of traditional dishes. One of them is pork chop. We often see it at family dinners on Sunday. The second course is red borscht with Often I say it at Christmas, and it's one of 12 dishes for Christmas Eve. Traditional Polish sweets are, for example, Marty's croissants and marshmallow. The name literally means bird's milk in Polish language. Jan Welle, the owner of Chocolate Factory, traveled a lot. According to the company's history, Welle's inspiration for the name is also connected to his voyages to France, when he asked himself, what could bring greater happiness to me if I already has everything? Then he thought, maybe only beer milk, and now you have it. You're sure to try it.
Toruń is a beautiful old city. Nicolaus Copernicus, a famous astronomer, lived there. They make the best Polish gingerbread cookies in Toruń. They are delicious. I have some with me. Yummy.
Monument in Gdańsk on the Westerplatte Peninsula at the entrance to the seaport. Monument in the form of a mound, not called a mound, with a monument 25 meters high, commemorating the Polish defenders of the coast in September 1939. Westerplatte has been attacked between the 1st and 7th of September 1939. The peninsula was defended. The defense of Westerplatte was the first battle of World War II, despite the fact that the bombardment of Wieluń, which took place several minutes earlier, is considered to be the first act of armed aggression by Germany. The Wawel Royal Castle is a castle located in central Kraków in Poland and the first UNESCO World Heritage Site in the world. Built at the behest of King Casimir III the Great, it consists of a number of structures from different periods situated around the Italian-styled main courtyard. The castle, being one of the largest in Poland, represents nearly all European architectural styles of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque periods. The Wawel Royal Castle and the Wawel Hill constitute the most historically and culturally significant site in the country.
Maria Skłodowska-Curie was a Nobel laureate twice. She received the first prize with Pierre Curie for discovery of radioactivity and the second prize for the discovery pollen and radio. She is a famous worldwide. Wisława Szymborska was a Polish poet. She was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. She received the award for her poetry. She wrote about 350 poems.
Robert Lewandowski is the best Polish soccer player in Champions League UEFA. He obtained one world record, 41 goals in one season. And Mikołaj Copernicus was an astronomer. His biggest achievement is the story that every planet goes around the sun.
And in general, this is the end of our short presentation, but we still have time. And this will be a kind of an interactive session. It's not going to be question and answer session yet, but we are going to play a game. This game will be played by all of us. If you, of course, want to do it, we will try to win 1 million. Of course, if we remember some information that we have just heard. So we have a question. If you know the answer, just raise your hand and then we will try to choose the correct and perfect answer. Okay, we have Uyanga. Yes. Where is Poland? In Australia, in North America, in Asia, or in Europe? Where is it? Do you know the answer?
In Europe.
In Europe.
In Europe.
In Europe. Perfect. Let me wait for a second.
In Europe.
Yes, it was in Europe. Exactly. I would like to tell everybody not to draw on the screen. Okay, due to the technical problems that we had, we couldn't just block it, but please just let's respect our work. It will be much easier. So another question. One of the Polish traditional dishes also served at Christmas is red borscht, pork chop, ptasie mleczko, Saint Martin's croissants. And I saw that, I'm sorry, I don't know how to call it. Yes, the one who is raising his hand with this blue vest. I cannot read your name. Yes, unmute yourself. Exactly. Yes, you. What is the correct answer?
It's pork chop.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
I think that there was, it was a kind of a soup. Yes, somebody said that. So let's repeat that once again. Yes, red borscht is a traditional dish and we eat it at Christmas in Poland. Yes, that's right. Another question, what's the capital city of Poland? That's a tricky question. Warsaw, Krakow, Gdańsk, or maybe Toruń? What is it? And we have Puteri.
Warsaw.
Are you sure it's Warsaw? Not
I'm sure. I know it. Warsaw.
Let's go for it. Yeah. Impressive. So I can see that we are about to win $1 million, I think. So who got the Nobel Prize for this and radium?
Marie Curie.
Marie Curie, not Wisława Szymborska. Are you sure about that? Student Zil from Malaysia.
Marie Curie.
Marie Curie. So I should go for this? Yes?
Yes.
Bravo. Yes, that's correct. And something nice, ptasie mleczko is the name for rice soup, gingerbread, croissant, or marshmallow. Peter was eating that and teasing us, but I hope that you can. It's gingerbread.
No, marshmallow.
Okay, so Peter Witkowski, do you still have ptasie mleczko with you?
Yes, I have still.
Can you show it once
Of
again?
course.
Show. Okay, so show it. What does it look like? Can you see? So once again, you were right, and this is. What should I choose? Marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
Yeah. And listen, the last question. Right, Lewandowski was a defender of Westerplatte. Is a famous
soccer
football player.
Okay, so I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. I haven't even finished reading all the answers and you knew the correct answer. Let's check if we won the $1 million.
All right.
Bravo! I'm so proud of you. You learned so many things about Poland. That's so perfect. And you know what? Our presentation was even shorter than 15 minutes. So now we have time for questions and answers. So I hope you are well prepared. And now, Misha, it's time for you.
Okay, so thank you very much for this presentation and this game. And now we will have part with Q&A. And everybody who want to ask a question have to raise their hand. And I will read your name and you can ask questions to me and my friends.
Don't be shy. You can ask about anything. We will try to answer or even show the things that you are asking about. Anything can go.
Okay, so I see Shamim. I don't know if I am reading it good. You have a question?
Okay.
It was, what is the most important, interesting place in Poland, right?
Interesting.
Okay, so my students who would like to answer this question. It's a very easy one. We tried it yesterday. Which city is the most important, the most interesting, sorry, the city or place that you would recommend? Misha?
So I think the most interesting city in Poland is Warsaw because it's the capital city. There are many historical monuments, and you can see part of Poland there.
We have also Gdańsk, which is an old city as well, a very similar one to Toruń. It's beautiful and it's visited by many tourists every year. So if you are in Poland, go there. And of course, don't forget to inform me and I will be there to meet you. Misha, continue, please.
Okay, next question. Disminar from Indonesia.
Disminar?
Yeah. Yeah, I have question. Red boards. I think it's similar with Ukraine. What is the different red boards from Ukraine and from Poland?
Well, I think that I should answer this question. It will be much easier. Well, it's prepared in a bit different way. I will check this Ukraine borscht. Let me show you. So it looks like this. It's a bit lighter, and I think that the ingredients are a bit different. Ours is prepared with beetroot, yes, and we add different ingredients in general. So let's go here. I will tell you if we have it. I'm sure that we don't have any sausage in our borscht. So this is something totally different. And what else? Let me check. We usually don't serve it with potatoes. Sometimes we do, but we usually have this called something like uszka. This is a kind of a dumpling, so usually filled with some meat or sometimes mushrooms. So as you can see, and we never ever add tomato paste. Never ever. So we have a bit different ingredients. They are similar, but in taste they are very different, I would say. Misha?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next question, Zil from Malaysia.
Who is your president?
Who is our president?
The president of our country is Andrzej Duda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the next person and question, Jivan from Malaysia.
Okay. How many weddings are there in Poland?
How many what?
How many weddings are there in Poland?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Viola, weather.
Weather. Well, it depends. Climate. Well, we have 4 seasons. We have, of course, summer, which is usually very hot, around 30-35 degrees. Then we have autumn, and it's about to be here now. It's rainy all day. We have strong winters with a lot of snow, if we are lucky. And there is spring. So actually, we have totally different weather all year long. It depends on the season. Yes, teachers can ask questions too. So maybe, I don't know, Jishnu, Malaysia?
Okay. Okay, when did Poland got independence?
Camille, this is a question for you. When did we regain independence?
Yes.
Kiedy obchodzimy, tak?
Kiedy odzyskaliśmy niepodległość?
We regained independence and and 11th of November 1975.
Okay. Sabam, Indonesia.
Okay, thank you for this moment. I'm from Indonesia. And the simple thing I want to ask you about the when I have a time and I want holiday to Poland. Okay. I want to know about the polite thing or the role I must do it in Poland. In general,
you have some internet connection problems, I guess. Can you
I'm
tell
sorry,
it again and be precise?
you hear me?
Let's say
Hear
I can hear you, but more or less.
Now you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for this moment. I want to ask the simple thing. When I go, I have holiday and I want holiday to Poland. You can explain to me about the general role thing. The tourist must follow the role in Poland. Just simple thing.
Viola, the do's and don'ts in Poland.
Well, actually, we are very tolerant, so it's difficult to say what you shouldn't do. I'm sure that if you enter some religious places, you should behave in a specific way, but you don't need to, for example, cover your head. Well, it's very difficult to answer your question because I don't know. I know that in other countries there are specific do's and don'ts. We don't have it, I guess. So if you come to Poland, you can feel free to do almost everything. Of course, you know, not everything, but you know what I mean, I guess.
Okay, but the polite thing, we must follow your role. You haven't the polite things. We must follow your role. Something like that.
I don't.
You got
think
it?
we have. No, I don't think we have. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The next question, Chatumi from Sri Lanka.
What is the national bird?
Again, national what?
Bird.
Book?
Bird, B-I-R-D.
Bird. Bird.
Bird. Okay. Well, I think that we have the eagle, which also appears on our coat of arms. So we can consider it as our national bird.
Okay, the next question, Gavisha from Malaysia.
Hi, thank you for this opportunity. I would like to know how many total prime ministers were there in Poland.
Oh gosh, you killed us with this question, I'm sure. I will check it. Give me 1 minute, maybe less. Because I'm not sure. As you can see, we can live in our country and sometimes we don't know every single information. Okay, prime ministers. Okay, I think that we can move on to another question and I will go back to it, okay, as soon as I find the answer. So Misha, can you ask another person, please?
Yes, so Divesh from Malaysia.
No, I just asked. You may ask other people.
Okay. So another question. I can't read your name, but you are from Mongolia, I see. It's really difficult name. Oh,
Which letter does it start with? Is it me, Gerald?
It starts with E.
Oh yeah, that's me. Hello, everyone. Yes, I come from Mongolia. I teach at the international school at Jaraglan. And I have some of my students here representing the entire school. And I would like to thank you guys for an outstanding and very interesting presentation. Yeah, indeed, we found out a lot about your country. And I think my students are wondering what you guys, I mean, the school children do for fun or in their free time.
That's a nice question. So come on, students, what do you do in your free time?
So me, in my free time, I dance and do
you do?
athletics. Yes.
How about others?
Yes, Peter, Michał, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I'm playing games, go hang out with my friends, or watch films.
Ah, that's wonderful. It's pretty much the same everywhere, I guess.
Yes.
I'm in free time playing the football and other sports.
Okay, thank you, Peter.
Thank you all very much. Yes.
Thank you. So I will answer the question that was asked before. So we have had 17 prime ministers so far, and now the present Prime Minister is called Mateusz Morawiecki. Unfortunately, I can see that you have more questions, but we cannot answer them now because we need to move forward to Sri Lanka. So thank you very much for being here with us, for supporting us. And now, Sri Lankan students, it's your time to present your country. Good luck.
Right. Thank you, Viola. So thank you so much. It was a great presentation by Polish students. So, okay, Manit, are you ready? It's our turn. Okay,
Yes.
Manit, over to you. Over to you.
You can hear me. Yeah.
Okay, good luck. Okay.
Thank you. Right. First of all, thank you, our Polish friends, for doing an entertaining and interesting session all about their country. And everyone, welcome. I'm Manit Dulling from Sri Lanka. So today, some of my friends have gathered to give you guys an interesting virtual tour all about Sri Lanka. Oh, is that you, Divya?
Hey everyone, I'm Divya Akashi from Sri Lanka. Manitaya, I was wondering if you could help me with my magazine, which I should hand out. It's about our school. It's about our country.
Oh. Ah, yes, indeed, Divya. I can help you, and today is your lucky day because I have some friends of mine here which you can ask and get any information regarding your topics.
Wow, that would be a great help, Manitaya. So for my introduction, I need some information about the history and the geography of Sri Lanka.
Great, let me see. I have some friends of mine who will be describing about the history, Sadev, who will be describing about the national flag, and then Hesandi, who will be speaking about the geography in Sri Lanka. Up to you guys. Vidat?
Hello everyone, I am Vidat and I will give you a brief introduction to the history of Sri Lanka. The history of Sri Lanka can be divided into two main parts as the unrecorded history and the recorded history. The unrecorded history is from 125,000 BCE to about 1800 BCE. This is also the Stone Age of Sri Lanka. The main sources about civilization at the times are tools and burial sites that were found. The recorded history can be further classified into two parts: the history before colonialism and the history after colonialism. The history before colonialism is from 1800 BCE to 1505 Common Era. During this time, Sri Lanka had advanced civilizations, 10 main capitals, and 295 different kings. The history of this time is written down in detail in chronicles such as the Mahavansa. The culture during this time was mainly based on Buddhism, as it was the most prevalent religion. The main threat to the country was South Indian invasions. Sri Lanka was also center of the maritime Silk Route, which was very important for our economy. Sri Lanka also had a self-sustainable agriculture-based economy. The agriculture at the time was centered around tanks, which are used to collect rainwater and utilize it during the dry season. The Portuguese invaded Sri Lanka in 1505, then the Dutch in 1658, and finally, the British managed to take over the entire country in 1815. Sri Lanka rebelled twice but failed on both occasions. Sri Lanka finally managed to gain independence in 1948. This is the location of Sri Lanka. As you can see, Sri Lanka is located centered in the Indian Ocean and is just below India. Those are the coordinates of Sri Lanka. This is our current president, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, and his brother and the current prime minister, Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa. Here are some national symbols of our country. You can see the national animal, the national bird, the national gemstone, the national emblem, the national flower, and the national shield. Over to you, Sadi, to talk about our flag.
Hi, I'm Sadi. I'm here to talk about the flag of Sri Lanka. This is the national flag of Sri Lanka, also called as the lion flag. The maroon color in the flag represents the Sinhala people, which is the largest ethnic group of the country. The orange color represents Tamil, green color represents Muslim and other ethnic groups. The lion is a most important part of the flag, with much symbolism from every part of the lion. In general, it means the bravery of Sri Lanka. Thank you. Hesendi.
Hello everyone, I am Hesendi and I am going to talk about the geography of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an island country which is located in Indian Ocean. Its total land area is 65,610 square kilometers. And like all other countries, Sri Lanka is also counts numerous unique species and consists with beautiful, inspiring places. So this is Bamarakanda Falls, which is the tallest waterfall in Sri Lanka with a height of 263 meters. And this is Piduru Talavala, which is the tallest mountain in Sri Lanka at 2,524 meters. And this is River Mahavali. It is a 335 kilometer long river ranking as the longest river in Sri Lanka. And this is Sripada or called as Adams Peak. It is 2,243 meters in height, and this is a mountain features a rock formation that is considered as the footprint of Buddha for Buddhists, Shiva for Hindus, and Adam for Christians and Muslims. And after that, when we talk about the climate of Sri Lanka's climate is tropical and consists with distinct wet and dry seasons. So generally speaking, the coastal areas of Sri Lanka enjoy temperature averaging of 28 degrees Celsius, while the upland areas are cooler and more temperate with a yearly average around 16 to 20 degrees Celsius. So in this map, Sri Lanka is divided into three main zones based on relief. The outermost one is coastal plain and the intermediate zone, and the middle part is central mountain zone. So Divya, I hope to get some information from our presentation.
That was very informative.
Yeah, you guys nailed it for sure. And also, the biodiversity of Sri Lanka must be taken to the magazine under the Geography part. We will take some details from that, about that from Chemini, who's very good at that. Chemini.
Hello friends, I'm Chemini, and I'll give you some details about the biodiversity in Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan biodiversity is one of the 34 biodiversity hotspots identified in the world, and it also has the highest biodiversity per unit area of land amongst Asian countries. Terrestrial biodiversity is usually greater near the equator. As Sri Lanka is near the equator, it has a vast range of biodiversity in both plants and animals. Next, I'm going to talk about the coastal plain. This is the coastal plain of Sri Lanka, where there's a large biodiversity in both flora and fauna. Here you can see the Negombo Lagoon, the Trincomalee Bay, mangroves, and some coral reefs in Hikkaduwa. Next, when talking about the intermediate plain of Sri Lanka, here you can see the famous World Heritage Site, Sigiriya, which is a residual hill, and below an elephant and some vegetation with thick bark and small leaves. And there are some basic features which can be seen in the intermediate plain of Sri Lanka. Next, the Central Hills, the heart of our country, is a recognized World Heritage Site. This area consists of beautiful tourist attractions like Horton Plains, Haggal and Peradeniya Botanical Gardens, and a part of the Singharaja Forest. Here above, you can see two photographs of the part of the Singharaja Forest, while below the Vaskamu National Park, situated in two different climatic zones of Sri Lanka. I hope you can spot the differences between those two areas. Next, I'll give you a short description about the Horton Plains, which is a national park in the Central Highlands. It is rich in biodiversity and many endemic species can be found. This is a combination of hill country wet zone forests and hill country dry zone forests. Here are some endemic plants in Horton Plains. Next, when it comes to species diversity of Sri Lanka inherits a vast range of species diversity, including species of flowering plants and animals. Here you can see some endemic mammals, birds and fish in Sri Lanka. And of course we can see our national animal, the giant squirrel, as well as our national bird, the jungle fowl. Finally, to sum up, our country is rich in biodiversity and possesses variety of plants and animals which other countries lack. And therefore, it is our utmost duty to protect our flora and fauna in order for us to have a healthy environment for our well-being. And Divya, I hope it was a support for your article.
Well, it was great, Tim. And next, as an important fact, Sidmini will speak about the population in Sri Lanka. Sidmini?
Hi guys, I'm Sidmini and I'm here to give you guys an insight on the population of Sri Lanka. The population is of course one of the most important factors when studying about a country. The population of Sri Lanka is roughly about 21.8 million. Much to one's surprise, that is very close to the population of Australia, which is a large country than ours. Due to this high population, the population density of Sri Lanka is also as high as 341 people per square kilometers. The population density in urban areas like Colombo is much higher than the other parts of the country due to the services that's available there. The lowest populated area of the country is Mullaitivu, which you can see in this map. But more than 80% of the population are scattered around the rural and the suburban areas of the country. Here in this next slide, you will be able to see the diverse population of Sri Lanka. You will see the busy roads of Colombo, the calm and quiet hill country, and of course the coastal area. We are a multinational, multi-ethnic and multi-religious country. The majority of the population are Sinhalese, while Muslims and Tamils are also two major ethnic groups. When talking about the minorities of Sri Lanka, Vedas are our indigenous people. And Sri Lankan Kafirs, Sri Lankan Burghers, and Sri Lankan Malays are also the minorities of Sri Lanka. But despite these cultural differences, we all live in peace and harmony as Sri Lankans. I hope this was helpful for your magazine, Divya.
Well, I managed to gather a lot of information from those slides. Also, Manitaya, I need some facts about the sports and the festivals in Sri Lanka.
Sure, Divya. Then I will give the floor to Tuli, Ketaki and Ruvini to speak about the sports and festivals in Sri Lanka. Tuli?
Thank you, Manitaya. Hi, everybody. I'm going to speak about the sports in Sri Lanka. Various sports have been played in Sri Lanka since the ancient past, and most of them are traditional and minor games. Cricket, volleyball-like new games are introduced to Sri Lanka from the colonization. Sports in Sri Lanka can be divided into two as traditional and popular sports. Traditional sports are Angampora, Kottapora, LA, and Panchakeliya. MJ Muhammad Lafir was the greatest snooker from Sri Lanka who won the Amateur Billiard World Cup in 1973. Volleyball is the national sport in Sri Lanka and it was introduced in 1916. Cricket is the most popular game in our country and Sri Lanka has won the 1996 ODI World Cup and the 2014 T20 World Cup. Kumar Sangakkara, Mahela Jayawardena and Muthaiya Muralidharan are the legendary players in the history of cricket who were born in Sri Lanka. Thank you, and I would like to give the chance for the next player.
Hello everyone, I'm Ketaki from Sri Lanka.
Hello everyone, I am Luvini from Sri Lanka.
You know, I just thought of the festivals celebrated in Sri Lanka. Aren't they so unique?
Yeah, especially the Sinhala and Tamil New Year celebrated in April. Many rituals followed in that festival are unique to us and it represents our culture. We do complete many rituals in the auspicious time in the belief that the new year will bring us prosperity.
We can't forget the Vesak Poete and the Asala Perha, right? The Vesak Poya Day in May, which is celebrated to commemorate the birth, enlightenment, and the Parinibbana of Lord Buddha, is one of the Buddhist most sacred celebrations. And also, that colorful lanterns make it look more beautiful, don't they?
Of course, and the annual Asala Festival is celebrated in August, which is done in order to pay the respect to the sacred Dalanda Hanse, and Satara Devala is the one of the most beautiful celebration in Sri Lanka. It is a vivid occasion which attracts a plethora of local as well as foreign tourists.
Exactly. Oh, how can we forget our Independence Day festival?
Oh yes, it is a grand celebration celebrated on the 4th of February to celebrate the independence of Sri Lanka from British rule.
All these festivals portray the unique culture of Sri Lanka, don't
they? Do.
And also, as Sri Lanka is a multicultural and a multi-religious country, Sri Lankans are lucky enough to enjoy almost every festival like Christmas, Easter, Thai Pongal, Ramadan, and much more. So, would you like to enhance your knowledge about the traditions of Sri Lanka?
Yes, of course, I would love to. So, let's keep moving on.
Wow, I got a lot of tips from my magazine thanks to you, Manita.
Yeah. Also, Divya, you should add about the tradition in Sri Lanka to your presentation too, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, luckily I have Pathum and Vatila who will be speaking about the Sri Lankan attire and about the Sri Lankan foods. Pathum?
Pathum, are you there?
No. Yeah. Okay, then. Yes, indeed. So, Vatila, I guess you can continue with your foods.
Yes, Manita. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You know, Sri Lanka is a multicultural and multi-ethnic country. So all of them have different kind of traditional food related to their culture, such as oil cake, milk rice, murukku, and muscat. In Sri Lanka, Sinhalese are the main nation. Therefore, a lot of Sinhala people live here. I will tell some Sinhala food. As Sinhalese eat milk rice, ambultiai, oil cake, and jack curry. Usually, primitive people are living in jungle in Sri Lanka. They have many special foods. Here are some: bihani, meat, fruits, and talapa. As I say, all primitive people are living in jungle and they earn their oil from the jungle. Well, even the other ethnic groups and cultural parties do use their own native food items besides the Sinhalese food. Thank you.
That was very informative.
Yeah, well, as to refresh and finish the presentation, I got a small entertainment for everyone. So my friend David will play a drum, specifically a gatabaraya, which is a traditional drum in Sri Lanka. And he will start. Okay, David, it's your time.
Thank you, Manit. Hi, everyone. I'm Devani from Sri Lanka. I'm going to play a small drum part for you. Let's see.
Wow, that was so nice, Aya.
Yeah, it was very pleasant and so entertaining. Thank you, Devni. And so, before moving to the Q&A session, I have a small game for you guys to play. Ketegi?
Though this may marks the end of our presentation, we have prepared a small challenge that's waiting for you, and we hope you would enjoy it. And now we will make you aware about the rules and regulations.
So here are the rules. There will be 5 multiple choice questions with time pressure, a lifeline and a bonus round. First, you have to enter your name with the country name and tap the correct answer to proceed. You can see your score at the end of the game and click the leaderboard to see your rank on the screen. So I am sharing the link now. You can start.
I guess my friend Lovini was a little bit not so audible, but I can summarize it. She told that you can play the game by the link sending to the chat, I guess, pretty sure, yeah. Then you have five multiple choice questions, which is so easy, and because you all might get it correct, and do it as fast as you can. That is the lifeline, which has any lifelines even. And also, at last, you can check the leaderboard by clicking the leaderboard. Yeah. Okay, Looney, you can.
Looney, can you use the chat box?
No, Irangatich, I guess much better to send the link by yourself.
Okay. Looney, can you send me the link? Luvini, can you send the link? Okay, I think we'll get the answers manually. Luvini, can you share your screen and we'll get answers from the friends?
The only host can share the link, that's why she can send it.
Yeah, the teacher, I sent the link to the host. She can send it to the.
I sent it to Miss Violator.
Yes, teacher Violeta, can you?
Yes. What happened?
Yes. Can we use the chat box for a while for a game?
Okay. Yes, I will send it. Just a second.
Yeah,
Have
now
you
it
got
can
it?
be used. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
You can see the link in chat box, so you can
Okay.
play the game. Yes. Right. Start. Now start.
As it's only 5 questions, you both all can do it, and let's start.
Yes, children, you can.
Come on, everyone, you got this.
Okay.
Don't be panic, and you can take your time.
Yeah, although you might not get a rank or in the leaderboard, but don't worry. You might have done it very well and perfectly. But also you have a time to ask any questions after this game.
This is just a piece of cake.
Yes, read the questions carefully and try to find the correct answers. You can do it.
Nie lubię ludzi, którzy tak przedłużają. Naprawdę. Ja powiedziałam uczniom, że jeśli się coś nam posypie, to automatycznie nie gramy w grę.
Yes. Okay, read the questions carefully. Luvini, did we get the scoreboard? Yes, we can give you 1 more minute. I did. Okay, right. Okay, I will start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Luvini. Okay. Okay, Ketaki, you can announce the winners. Here we go.
Alright then. Now it's the moment that everyone was waiting for. And now it's the time to announce the winners of today's game. So the third place goes to P. Sai Charan with a score of 571 points. And so Chamila has got the second place with a score of 572 points. So finally, the first place goes to Tevish with an outstanding score of 573 marks. Well done, everyone. My heartiest congratulations. And please excuse me if I did pronounce your names wrong. And even if your names haven't been mentioned, please don't get worried because your participation is highly appreciated. And now I would like to pass this presentation to Malit Aya to continue.
Yeah, my mom is English. My mom is English.
Okay. Well, we have seen a lot of progression here, and many of you guys have done it very perfectly. And it's up to you guys to ask any question about our presentation, about our country, or else about anything from us. It's the Q&A time.
I want to add something.
Yes, as we have done before, you can raise your hand, or else you can speak up. Yes, we have Tivesh from Malaysia.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. A very good presentation, but may I ask a question? Can you name me some of the wildlife animals that live in Sri Lanka?
Okay.
Temini, I guess it's a good chance to you.
Temini, can
Yes,
you
of
answer
course.
the question?
There are some endemic animals. In animal part, you can that bear monkey is there, and giant squirrel, the national animal of our country. And for birds, that one we call haban kukula. And there are so many. And as fish, we have gulat thapaya, patiranasalaya, and we don't have English names for that, and I'm sorry for that. So there are a lot of endemic species.
Yeah.
Those are all endemic species, but we also have a lot of elephants in our country. We also have leopards, deers, all those tropical animals.
Yeah, and especially elephant we can't
Yes,
forget them.
So then, hope he got the answer. And again, we have T. Zara is from Malaysia, I guess.
My name is actually pronounced as Sarah. Just
Yeah,
Sarah.
I'm sorry.
Well, I want to ask a question. What is the best time to visit Sri Lanka?
Can you repeat the question? Can you repeat the question?
My question is, what is the best time to visit Sri Lanka?
What is the best time to visit? Yes, students?
Yeah, actually, when we talk about the climate, there's not a low, that means a large difference in climate seasons. That means you can visit Sri Lanka at any time in an year, but not these days, because due to the pandemic we have been locked down and several problems going on with our country. And if you are talking about the time zones, you could reach that from the time period in your country, and probably you can reach Sri Lanka at any time, as I'm saying. Okay, hope she got the answer. Yes, you can ask again. And okay, we have Medina Malika from Indonesia.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I want to ask, what is the famous place we can visit in Sri Lanka?
Okay, famous places. Yes, Sri
We
Lanka.
we have a lot
Yes,
of interesting places in our country. Like I said, our country has a very long, rich history. So you can see a lot of ancient ruins and things like that. But I think a lot of people really like to see Sigiriya. I think you saw it in the slide about the intermediate plain. That is a rock fortress made by a king, and it's the architecture in there is really wonderful. I think that's one of the most famous people that people go to visit.
And even in this picture, you can see many places like the Lotus Tower is the latest. That means is in Colombo, and what we call as Stupa. Yeah, and even some sightseeing at Batul, and there are many places in Sri Lanka to visit. So hope she got the answer, and we can move to Alia Marcia from Malaysia. Hope I got it right.
My partner's name is Alia Marsha. I want to ask question. Who is president in Sri Lanka?
I think I said it in my presentation, but I'll say it again. It's Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa. He used to be he was a former defense secretary for country, and he's now the president.
Okay, I think now yes, we'll give the chance for the final question.
Yeah, I'll choose a final question. We'll see. We have Uyanga Ganbota. I don't know what country.
Yes.
Yes, Uyanga.
What is the largest export in Sri Lanka?
Can you
I'm sorry,
repeat
we
it?
didn't. Yeah.
Yes.
The largest export.
Largest
Export.
export.
Yes.
Yes. Now only
Yes.
40
The
rubber.
largest, the very largest export. Sri Lanka is very famous for cinnamon. Sri Lanka has, I think it's considered as the Sri Lanka is currently the largest exporter of cinnamon, and cinnamon. One of the reasons that Sri Lanka was invaded by the Europeans is mainly because of cinnamon. Also, there are three main export crops of Sri Lanka other than that: tea, rubber, and coconut. Sri Lanka tea is also very famous. It goes by the name Ceylon tea. I think those are the biggest export crop of Sri Lanka. Mike, do you have anything else?
Okay. Now it's the end of the Q&A session. Yes, Manik.
Yes, indeed. I think we might have gone so far, and I saw that many of our students and my colleagues have told many information regarding Sri Lanka. And if you guys have any confirmation or any question furthermore, go to that QR code in the presentation, and you can search for any details from the Wikipedia. hope you can take a screenshot or a photograph from that for that QR code. And wait, then I will, that the thing is that thank you for everyone for being in the first virtual meetup, which was successfully finished, giving out a lot of knowledge about about Poland. Special thanks to my Polish friends, and all about Sri Lanka. Special thanks to my colleagues, and hope everyone got something from the meetup. So I will give the floor to teacher Andy from Indonesia. Thank you. Stay safe and stay connected.
Yes, teacher Auntie.
Maybe before she starts talking, I would like to tell you that in the chat box, I send a link to evaluate our meeting. So please go there, click on the link, write a few words about our meeting. We really appreciate your feedback, and it will be something great for us. And now, Auntie, are you here with us? Yeah.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much, Viola.
Thank you.
Okay. So good evening from Indonesia. Yeah, I think, is it good afternoon maybe? Okay, in your country. Well, thank you very much for joining our program. This is the first program of the students gathering. And first of all, I'd like to state my great gratitude to Viola and Iranga, yeah, for arranging all the things. Yeah, we are very sorry for the technical things at the beginning. And then we would like to state our great gratitude to all teachers who involved and bring the students to attend this excellent presentation from our students from Poland and Sri Lanka. Yeah, I'm sure that they'll learn a lot from the presentation today. And then before I'd like to over to Azura, my co-founder, I'd like to state my great gratitude to Gonja, our co-founder in Global Teachers Club, for the idea, yeah, to have this kind of activity gathering for the students. Now I'd like to over to Azura.
All right, thank you, Auntie. First of all, thank you for the participation for tonight. And just for a quick information, as a co-founder, we will try to get international recognition for all the activities in Global Teachers Club next year. Okay, a loud shout out to Madam Shamim from Malaysia, because in October 2021, next month, the destination for virtual tours will be Malaysia and another one country, perhaps from Latin America. So all the best, Madam Shamim and the team. All right, thank you. And then for your information, please check all the GTC Global Teachers Club social media platform, because all the promotion, all the news, all the information will be published there. All right, thank you. That's all from me, and over to you, Goncha.
Thank you, Azura. First of all, I would like to thank to my founder, Auntie, and my co-founder, Azura, for this opportunity. I'm really proud of being here with too many students from different countries, from different time zones. To be honest, I didn't expect these many students at the first, meeting gathering. I'm really proud to see you here. Our main idea for Global Teachers Club was to bring all the children from all over the world together, and I see that we made it. We succeeded it with your support, with your being here with us. So I would like to extend my special thanks to Viola and Iranga for the presentation, and I appreciate your students. They were great. You are both great teams, and they did a great job. I really appreciate your presentations. I really liked listening to you and challenges, and everything was great. And so this was the first, but not last. Of course, we are going to move to our gatherings. We continue with different countries from all over the world. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm proud to be here with you. Thank you, students. Thank you, my colleagues. Thank you, my founders, for everything. we had tonight or evening, afternoon, where you are. It's afternoon in Turkey. Greetings from Turkey. Thank you all for everything. Yeah, Azura, Auntie, it's your turn, I guess. The floor is yours.
Okay, let me take from here because next month Malaysia will present. My promise, you will not be disappointed with a great presentation from Madam Shamim and her team.
She's giving me the pride. She's giving me the pressure right now.
Those who went for her festival, Malaysia Independence Festival, will know that it's a great success for Madam Shamim and her team.
Yes,
okay.
my students really did well. I'm very proud of them actually.
All right, yes, and now we expand it to the other. To the other students from the other countries. Okay, for your all information, this capacity for the Zoom will be 1,000. So please. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I hide myself just now. Okay. So can you please tell all your students to join the activities in Global Teachers Club, because the main point is to benefit the teachers as well as the students in the English platform during this pandemic in using online platform. So next month will be Malaysia and one more country, most probably Latin America. So stay tuned. All right. If you all don't have any questions, I guess we stop here because it's already late here. Okay. Check out all the Global Teachers Club social media platform. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. See you again next month. All right. Okay. Bye. One more. Next week we'll be gathering for the teachers. Teachers only for next week. All right. Thanks.
All right.
See you.
Bye-bye.
See you next month.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
See you.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful presentations. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks a lot for this meeting.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.